Oh my god, Oscar, that's hilarious. Thank you, man. Sebum is the goat. He actually can. That was part of the design of. One second. So part of the design of the headstock of the Silver Sky and why it is the way it is on most PRS guitars, the kind of horns on the top of the headstock are flipped around. And then that way he would have had a lot less room to maneuver. But on this, he's got plenty to actually go up and comfortable too with his hand and grip. So that was part of, they said at least that was part of the design of the headstock. There was a 6-sided one that was prototyped, and they didn't do that for obvious reasons. There'd have been way more hate. Thanks, Leonardo. If I can find some footage, maybe that could be a quick 2-minute video on my channel, just being like, hey, seeing him actually do that and maybe even talking about that technique. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Thank you. Thank you guys, whoever's in the European time zones. Thanks for tuning in. That's amazing. Yeah, Ariel Posen's amazing. I got to meet him and chat with him for a little bit at his show in town here right before the everything. Wicked dude. Super nice. He was amazing. Super humble. We chatted about 2-Rock amps for a bit because he told me he went there to kind of help prototype and kind of test out the new generation of flagship amps, being the traditional clean one of them. And I told him I was considering getting one of those, and he's like, dude, you got to. It's my favorite amp. Out of all the ones I make right now, he said personally for him, it's the one he likes the most. And then when I ordered mine, I tried to get it exactly actually to his spec. Because the carbon was an option, the carbon fiber option, just like Mayer's Sig. But I was like, no, I'm not sure if I want it, because I feel like almost everyone's doing that option. So I want to do something different. And I was like, well, the Vox diamond grill cloth on Ariel Posens with the jet black piping and everything looks brilliant. And then that's when I think Vox sent 2-Rock a little letter being like, hey, we're not a fan of you guys doing that. And then they couldn't. So at that point, I kind of just said, well, spec it how you guys want to spec it. And then it ended up turning into kind of the old CRS. Just classic 2-Rock look. And I actually am super stoked that I got that one. I personally like it better than what is it? The Black Sparkle Matrix traditional clean finish. I personally like this better, but get what you like if you're getting one. Nathan, Fender custom shop pickups that get to sound like Mayer. Message my buddy Tommy at Tommy Guitars on Instagram. Tommy's awesome, and he's the pickup guy. I'm not the pickup guy. He's the guy to ask, and he'll put you in the right direction for sure. So one guitar and amp, anything you'd want, you choose if you had to stick with for the rest of your life. It's a cool question. A Strat. As much as I love Les Pauls and Joe Bonamassa and that kind of rock and roll kind of side of me, Strat's where I found is my home. And honestly, just like a 2-Rock. Give me a traditional clean or even a Bloomfield or an old CRS with a gain channel. I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that. All right, which songs did John use fuzz pedals with, and where did he put it in the signal chain? So John, up until this tour, has used only 3 fuzz pedals ever. The NG2, the Full-Tone Octafuzz, and the Full-Tone 69. Both Full-Tone pedals were from the 1990s. They're vintage. One second. They look like this. The old school versions, like the big box, they're actually really heavy. The enclosure they make, they're really heavy. He's used those. All along the Watchtower and Born and Raised was with this and maybe some random solos. He just decided to kick it on. Full-Tone 69 fuzz was for some performances of Wait Till Tomorrow with the Trio. Not all of them, but if I remove this comment, you see it down there on my Trio board that's not done yet. That's that one there. And then the NG2 for Crossroads and a few other jams. Gabe, oh, I knew you were going to say that. Mock sand is just unique. You don't really see a lot of colors that are exactly mock sand. You got a lot of black, you got a lot of white colors, you got a lot of red, but that specific color is rare. You don't see that on a lot of guitars, I feel like. And honestly, it just looks good on when you're holding it. It just looks great. I think that's a good looking guitar on stage. And that's part of the reason why I bought it. And plus, it was the first of this satin finish prototypes, which I really liked. The Nebula I found in the forearm area with that poly. No, it wasn't poly, but just the way the finish was. It's still nitro, but the way the finish was, it got very sticky on the forearm area I found. If I was playing it for a while and I'd have to wipe it off and my arm would almost kind of catch on it, the satin doesn't have that problem. That's the other reason why I went with that. The looks and the actual finish, what it was. Favorite SD colors. I will say the colors look a hell of a lot better in person than they did in the like initial like launch pictures. Stone blue, I think, is a great color. Moon white, actually, at first I wasn't a fan of, but when I saw it on Ariel Posen when he's playing that video where they had a bunch of people come in and test them out and kind of different artists playing over Wild Blue, I got it. So I think Stone Blue or Moon White would be my personal two favorites. I think the 2021 Silver Sky is closest to Black One, will the 2018 100%, 100%. The Silver Sky, remember too, as a whole, was designed to be a working everyday version and accessible version of his favorite vintage Strat, which is the 64. When they say 6.3-6.5 or whatever with the pickups in the neck and stuff like that, the middle of that's 64. It's the 64's neck. It's designed to be modeled after the 64 Strat. Definitely the 2021 is more Black One-ish. I've owned the old pickups and the new pickups. This one is more low output, feels a bit more dynamic with pedals and everything like that. And this is nitpicking for sure. Totally, but like, that's the brilliant thing about being a guitar player and a fan of gear. We're allowed to nitpick, right, guys? So definitely lower output. I 100% agree with you there. And that saying is that the 2021 is like the Black One edition Silver Sky. And then the 2018 is like the 64. I'm sure we will get new pickups. I don't doubt it. Like you said, they have like a 3 to 4 year running plan on the design of the Silver Sky. That's what's happening right now with the prototype that he's playing. So we're definitely going to get something new. What's on Sob Rock? I got to actually look at the list. I don't think there's one bad song on Sob Rock, to be honest. I like Why You No Love Me, actually. Yeah. Yeah, looking at the list here, there's not one bad song on the album. Well, I'm not sure what you guys think. Do you guys love Why You No Love Me or do you hate it? Because I think people are total polar opposites. Either you love it or you hate it. I'm here for it personally. I think it's hilarious and daring. You listen to some mumble rap and stuff like that, and it's like, why can't John do this? I think Carry Me Away is probably my least favorite. That song did absolutely nothing for me when it came out, and it still does nothing for me. I could have taken it or leaving it. Yeah, just doesn't speak to me as a mayor thing. Yeah, all you guys are saying you love Why You No Love Me. I'm with you on that. It's weird, but you just gotta love it for what it is. And it's just a daring, kind of cheeky song he made. Oh, there we go. We got a few. Not a fan of that song. Yeah, you guys are all the best. Seriously. Anyways, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in and having a great time. Hated my tone before I met your channel. I was always trying to figure things out and wasn't going anywhere. You're the GOAT. Thank you. Seriously, getting DMs from you guys or, checking my Instagram. I'm literally getting DMs and just saying, hey, just want to say thank you. Shout out from Portugal or wherever. I get people from all over the world now messaging me on Instagram, just saying thanks even. I never thought that would happen. And it just makes my day to read messages like this and know that I've helped you guys. So thank you all. I hope you had a good night. Happy start of Sob Rock. The Sob Rock era has officially started. I'm sure the John Mayer Gear Lounge on Facebook is going to be blowing up now and tomorrow. I'm sure my phone's been blowing up while I've been in this live stream as well. So make sure to go to the John Mayer Gear Lounge group on Facebook. Request to join if you're not in it, because it's just a community like this of people. Make sure you answer the 2 questions that are vetted for spam accounts, or else you won't get approved to come in. Most people don't know, or sometimes people don't see it. Guys, obviously, I'm sure if you hear, you're subscribed, thumbs up, all that good jazz. DuckTales, Mark, everyone, have a great night. And we'll see you on the next one.